All right, all right, all right. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Translation, how you doing? We're not even in HD. Yeah, you have to pay for that. Do you know how much HD costs? $50 a month. That's why I don't want to do StreamYard. I'm not doing it. I mean, we're here now because it's free. Don't care. Don't care. I'm not giving in. We're going to figure out the other thing and then we'll go from there. So let's just get going. All right. So thanks for chilling out, giving it time, making it a place we could be tonight. So even if we have 8 people here, it's all right. Let's just get through this, shall we? All right. So who's running the show? I don't have a green screen, so you don't see the normal background like you would. And I have to put up some more lights because this one is just a little too much. You know, it's I got to have something over there. And I took everything down and I didn't think I would need it, but I think I do. I think I do. I don't like the way it looks. That's why we're painting this. Believe it or not, this color is a teal green. It's very light green, like very light, obviously. But it's going to be almost kind of like my shirt right here. This right here on the inside, kind of like that. Yeah. So, you know, the purple in the alien over here and the alien's eyes, kind of like that. So it'll look nice. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hey, Marcel, what's up, man? Hey, Kelly Lewis, how are you? Jeanette, Paula, Moody Mangal, cracking jokes. Good to see you guys. Hey, if nobody comes back, it's just us, and that's the way it is. So let's move along. Let's do the show. Thanks for hanging out. I'm probably only going to do an hour, so forgive me if it's too short. All right. All right. I got to show you this. Just because, okay? Just because it's strange. And it is unbelievable. Anybody who wants to move to California, they are out of their Vulcan minds. You've got to hear what's happening over there if you don't know. The video explains it all. I hit the wrong button. Here you go, kids.
Experiencing the weirdest problem. Here's their problem, Vinny. They now have so many people driving EVs that guess what's happening?
Electricity?
No, they don't know where to get the gas tax money anymore.
Oh, wow.
So they push so many people away from gas. Now they're going to start taxing EV drivers.
What?
California is now planning on taxing citizens 30 cents for every mile you drive.
With more than 30 million.
For every mile! For every mile!
Registered passenger vehicles in California, the state says it shells out more than $8 billion a year to maintain the roads those cars drive on.
What a shit
but because
show.
so many Californians now own electric vehicles, the gas tax money is starting to dry up, which is why Caltrans wants to instead charge drivers per mile and is now enrolling people in a 6-month pilot program to test out the concept.
Also by a pilot program.
Unreal. California's going bankrupt. Governor Newsom's the worst human on the planet. He is one of the worst ever to ever put on. See how bad this looks right now? That's right. I gotta changed the settings on that too. See, this is why I liked StreamYard, because you don't have to do a lot of tweaking, but once you tweak it, you're good. And I had OBS Streamlabs set up that way today. I didn't have to do much tweaking at all. I wonder why it's not working. It's just weird. The internet's freaking balls, man. It's just flying. So I don't know. That's crazy what's happening. Just wanted to share that with anyone who thinks about moving to California. Now, for something completely, absolutely insane. I've been saying this for the last 3-4 years. People are losing their Vulcan minds, especially on aeroplanes. What are they doing on the aeroplanes? Why are people trying to get off those planes in the air? What?
That situation on an American Airlines flight to Chicago where a passenger tried to open the plane door mid-flight. Yes, this happened as well. We're hearing from one of the people who helped take down that person.
He already had the safety mechanism down. He had
that guy's from Florida.
Yanking it. And he's a big dude, and he had it, pretty well pulled, and I don't know if you could hear it, but I could hear the actual difference in pressure. There was a whistling.
Can you? I don't even want to imagine.
I'm sorry, I thought it was over. Passengers help the flight crew. Go ahead.
That passenger you just heard speaking helped the flight crew restrain the man with duct tape and zip ties. The pilot returned to Albuquerque and landed so that local police could take this man into custody. You cannot do that. We don't know yet why that man made that.
All he needed was a cup of coffee, and that's it. He just needed his morning cough. Why? People are doing so many weird things on airplanes, from seeing aliens to opening up doors. That's now happened a lot, more than 3 times, and that's never happened ever, because you know why? People used to be smart. A little bit of nothing for your, I'm glad we got this working at least. What a show. What a show. Can I show you this? I'm just going to do it. I don't care tonight. Don't care. YouTube doesn't like me, but hey, I got to tell you, you guys are unbelievable. I can't thank you enough for all the love. Seriously, you guys are phenomenal. But you got to watch this. And then I'll explain why I wasn't around this morning.
After work, a girl encountered a wet little crow.
Aww.
The little fellow seemed very well behaved, so the girl fed it some food. The crow was a bit shy and ran away after eating. But the next day, it showed up again outside the girl's house. Upon seeing the girl, it joyfully squawked and didn't fly away when she approached. The girl enthusiastically fed it some food, and subsequently, it started to frequently appear in her front yard and backyard. Whenever the girl greeted it, it would fly down. From then on, she prepared 3 meals a day for it, and the little crow seemed to enjoy eating them a lot. As they became familiar with each other, it let its guard down and completely trusted people.
Wow.
A few days later, the girl unexpectedly found a few coins, followed by jewelry, and even money brought by the little crow. The little guy is very intelligent. It seems to understand that there's no such thing as a free lunch. So it brought things it thought humans would like to the girl.
You know what's amazing about crows? They remember faces. They form bonds with people. They even have a language. They understand. You can teach them just like a dog, a cat. They think it brings us shiny things. I don't think it understands monetary value, but it is strange. It brings us the things we love a lot and spend a lot of money on: jewelry and money. You got to spend money to make money, right? So the crow sees people probably with money, all the time. The birds up there in the tree, cars come by. They see somebody in their car. They're looking down. Nobody knows. They see somebody in the car counting money. And they get excited. And then they see the bird watches. Right? And it sees that the person goes into a Woolworth store. They don't exist anymore. While in Macy's, it sees the human coming out with a fur coat, attacks it for killing an animal and buying its fur, rips its eyes out, dead forever. And then the movie, The Birds, came out. I don't know if it was in that order, but crows are very smart birds nonetheless. I like a crow. I really do. I want a crow. I think I told you about a shark that brought a turtle to a boat. And I'm not sure if I ever showed you the video, but it was a tiger shark. And the video just popped up on my recommended feed. I don't know why, but it was the same night I brought it up. And I don't know if I showed it to you, but I have to if I didn't. And I want to make sure you see this video. It's really amazing.
A huge tiger shark is pushing a 100-year-old sea turtle. You might think this is a tiger shark hunting, but instead, the tiger shark pushes the turtle to the rescuer team. The people on the boat could hardly believe what is happening. When they picked up the turtle, they were dumbfounded. They can see that the turtle is wrapped in a bunch of finger-thick ropes. The rescuers first use a knife to cut a rope that was wrapped directly around the turtle. The turtle's neck is wrapped around the rope several times. The rescuers tried to get the turtle to stick its head out, but it kept resisting. The turtle doesn't know what's happening in front of him. It doesn't move. The turtle is actually shedding tears. The rescuers come and try to calm him down, and then the tears stopped. Rescuers turn the turtle over. There's like a necklace around the turtle's neck. It looks like a shackle, and a lethal one at that. The turtle seems to realize that these people are trying to save him, and it's not moving anymore. You can see the turtle's neck has turned pink. If it's not rescued, it's going to die. The rescuers use their knives to cut the ropes around the turtle's neck. As soon as they move the ropes, they touch the turtle's wounds. It starts to struggle again. It's a good thing the ropes are free.
It
rescuers put medicine on the gauze to disinfect the turtle's wound. The turtle has calmed down.
And then the
tiger shark is pushing 100-year.
Why? Where did a shark learn that? It blows me away. I don't get it. The only thing that makes sense to me is that we don't know shit about the sea life, the animals, the whatever mammals living in the ocean, right? There's a mammal in there. Mammals. Aren't whales mammals? Right? Not sharks. Sharks are cold-blooded. Warm-blooded animals are mammals. Anywho, I don't see how this is even a thought in a tiger shark's mind you. Really, I don't get it. How? I don't get it. How? I don't get it. You want to know what I was watching? Last night I fell asleep to it and I woke up. It was like 5 and then I went back to bed. I was watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. It's on Netflix, I believe. It's a 3-part thing. I fell asleep just halfway through it. My God. She is so weird. It's sad. It's a sad. I was having a hard time watching it, to be honest with you. I felt really bad for both of them, even though she was a little bit out there. That didn't come overnight. She was normal when they first met. Must be that Hollywood living. You know, it's got to be. Does something. All right. I got to show you this. I'm just going up. I'm just going down the line and we'll get to the topic. We'll get to the topic. Tonight's a little more of a frustration show because it didn't start out the way I wanted to, and for me to just put this up. It was a challenge, and I was hoping it wouldn't work, but it worked, and here we are. So I want to just show you this interview that Don Jr. did right after Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 counts of manslaughter. I'm sorry. What was that? What was this count? 34 counts of seclusion. Here, check it out.
Ask you, the convictions come down 34 yesterday, and your father goes out there and just basically raises the middle finger and says we're going to win anyway.
Yeah.
It's a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people, and they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here.
And within hours, Benny Thompson of Mississippi, who's a monster, Democratic congressman, introduces legislation to pull his Secret Service. Yeah. So basically they're saying, okay, we'll kill you now.
If he goes to prison, we want to pull his Secret Service. So basically, if we put him in a cell, we're going to put him in a place where he could be murdered.
But that's a death threat.
Of course it is, but
from a member of Congress.
Wow.
Again, should it surprise us? I mean, you look at half the congressmen, get in their faces, make them feel it. I mean, they can say these things, and they are lauded as heroes. If we said something even remotely like that, we're literally...
Wow. They will do anything. Republicans need to be like that. But you know what? They have morals. Those people don't. And they're okay with it. They have hate in their heart. Sad. It really is. Very, 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 very sad. Okay, let's get into a little bit of ufology. I wanted to just get that out of my system. Don't know why, but felt right. Again, from World News X, but it's an interview that was done with the P. Hellier. I think this is that. Yeah. I have got to talk about this. Just let's watch it. It's a minute and a half, minute to minute. I got to talk. This is really, somebody's writing. This is the video that made me do the show tonight. This one.
Reports of several species that are here and have bases here. There's one species that looks something like a praying mantis.
I'm all right. Let's just watch it and go through it again.
And then the short grays are the ones that you see in the cartoons. The tall grays look much different. They look more like humans. The Nordic blondes, for example,
she's hot.
Are so similar to humans that they can walk down the street and not be detected. There had, in fact, been face-to-face meetings between United States officials and extraterrestrials from other star systems. I decided to go public and say, for the first time, of anyone of cabinet rank from the G8 group of countries, that UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying over your head, and started back engineering and spending a lot of money on it soon after the crashes that have...
Let's go through.
Reports of several species that are here and have bases here.
Hold on. He got reports about, look at all the species. I know this is just an artist rendition. Can we make that wider? Barely. And if you look at these things, these are depictions from people. I like this one here. This one makes me happy. This one's cute. This one, it's got the dual. See the dual? It's the only one with dual. Everybody else has got a hairline down the middle. Except for that one. But no, I guess. Anyway. All right, go.
Are here and have bases here.
They're here and they have bases here. Okay. So Mr. Hellier, tell us where the bases are. Tell us who told you. You can't moot.
There's one species that looks something like a praying mantis.
Well, we could have said that when we were 3 years old. Remember when you first saw a praying mantis and you ripped the arms off of it? I didn't, but my neighbor did, and it made me very angry. Because, then we had a praying mantis that was just doing this. There was none of this. Pretty sad. Anywho, we learned very young that you shouldn't kill the praying mantis. You want to know why? Because it was illegal in New York. They called them endangered species. Yes, they did. On Staten Island, they did. You weren't allowed to kill them. It was like, I don't know, 7 years in prison and a $50 fine. I don't know, but it was illegal.
And then the short...
Why would it be illegal? Endanger? Who gives a shit about a praying mantis? You know, if bees died out, they're not going to say, hey, don't kill any bees. They'll say it, but nobody's going to stop. Nobody wants to be stung by a bee. Nobody wants to be bit by a praying mantis. I don't know anybody who's ever been bit by a praying mantis and actually got hurt. I don't know, man. I just don't know. They could be aliens. What if they are? No, I'm really seriously. What if they are and we just think they're insects? Okay, I'll tell you why they're not. They are insects. Because let me tell you, these things, they know how stupid we are as children. They've been watching us for years, decades, hundreds of years maybe, right? So they know kids are stupid. They'll rip the arms off of them. Why would they get close to kids and have their friends' arms get ripped off? Makes no sense. No, they would talk to us here, right? They would say, don't do it. And we'd be like, what? Don't rip my arms off. Oh, okay. Who said that? Down here. I'm talking in your head. And you're like, holy crap, don't touch the praying mantis. Ma! Meatballs! Ma? 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 I know. She already made them. She saw it, I guess, a few minutes ago. Thanks a lot. William Bridges throwing it down like it's praying mantis hands. Thank you very much for a $2 super chat. Just saying, Ma. Bowl stats. Bowls stat? Stat making bowls. Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. Bridges. I didn't even mention that tonight, did I? Continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you. If you want to help support a show that shadow banned that still puts in 1,000,000%, help support. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can even become a member if you wanted to. All right, let's move along. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you. I really mean that. The hell? I thought I saw it. All right, let's move along. Oh, we're still talking about Hellier. So Hellier, I think, I don't know if he's a script writer. I have a feeling he's been in a room with the full script writers. If not, he's stolen the script. I mean, this guy, he starts it off with, I saw in a report. I heard from a guy. A friend of mine knows a guy. I mean, it's all we ever hear nowadays. Everybody's pushing it off to the other person because nobody wants to take full responsibility. Mr. Grush, who'd you hear it by? Were you there? You saw this yourself? No. Oh, you were outside, heard the commotion then? No. Well, no. I mean, I was outside, but I was more like eavesdropping. And then his face. He and Amber Heard would be the power couple of faces. David Grush and Amber Heard got together. I feel bad for her. I do. Hey, Maureen Young with the New Zealand $2. It's a super dono. That's pure love. When there's no emoji and no message, it's just boop, pure love. Straight from the heart. Thank you, Maureen. Mucho gusto, generoso. It's good thing to see you. It's a good thing to see you, I said. Whew. It's a good thing I saw you. I might die. I was going to say, What a nice thing you did. I haven't seen you in a while. That's like Lou saying, da-da-do. That's what I do. And he says, da-da-do. Maureen, thank you again. Good to see you too. Mucho gusto, generoso. Huh? Oh, she got it, you know? She knows how to deliver. All right, let's go here. Let's move along to the Hellier. Hell, you're wrong. What else did he say?
The Greys are the ones that you see in the cartoons.
Yeah, the Greys are the funny ones.
The tall Greys look much different. They look more like humans.
Ah, the tall Greys. Why do we even call them Greys if they look human? And you know, they were tall Greys, but they somehow hybridized into more human, but we still call them tall Greys. I remember back when we were in Tatawanga in Wyoming. Chief Running Bull. Come on, tell your story. Go. Look at his face.
The Nordic blondes, for example,
she's hot.
Are so similar to humans that they can walk.
Yeah, the Nordics, the Greys, they got together and made Giselle Bündchen. What a terrible name she's got. Bündchen.
Down the street and not be detected. There had, in fact, been face-to-face meetings between United States officials and extraterrestrials from other star systems. I decided to go public and say, for the first time, of anyone of cabinet rank from the G8 group of countries, that UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying over your head, and started back engineering and spending a lot of money on it soon after the crashes at
Roswell. Soon after the crashes at Roswell. And wouldn't it figure it would be on World News X's channel? You see, maybe GUFON is doing it wrong, guys. Gina COVID over there, she's got so many subscribers. People just buy that shit. I think what I should do is have a psychological breakdown, come back in a week, and just be batshit crazy. Crazier. You think it would work? I would have everybody on. I would have the craziest people. Maybe I should go that way and make a mockery of you. But that's not fair. That's not fair. It's YouTube that's doing it. It's not Ufology doing it. So it's not fair. Take that out on Ufology. I'm just looking for a way to get back, man. I'm pissed. All right, Gary P. Nolan. The P is not for professor, remember? Professor Gary Nolan says, oh, Gary, no. He did it. He went for it. He did it. He went absolutely, he took my idea of going batshit crazy and did it. Well, he didn't take my idea. He just used it. He says that I'll just play it. He thinks that they're possibly a 3D projection from another dimension. I know that's crazy, right? But not really. What if, guys? What if? Seriously, I'm not kidding. What if that's how they peer in to where they want to go? Like, maybe the UFOs aren't really ships. Like maybe they're like Faraday cages. And they just happen to be that shape of a disc or a sphere for whatever reason. Well, that doesn't work either. Because then you have triangle. Then you have cylinder, right? Shit, doesn't matter. See, nothing makes sense when you try to mix things together. Like, they should all work together if everything is the truth. And it doesn't. We've heard every single thing. There's nothing that's been off the table. The aliens come from another dimension now, or multiple dimensions. That's not new, but it's being talked about more than ever. Now more than ever, you can talk to them without even raising a lip. Right? Politics is popular in ufology. Don't forget that now. Religion, demons, it's popular in ufology now with the angels. We even talked about Le Popa and Luciferno, La Telescopa at the Vatican. The Vatican, almost like the Pentagon. Gonna have a Pentagon at the Vatican? Hey! I don't know, I'd like to have a cappuccino, I'll tell you that. Like to have a cappuccino. You're crazy. You're crazy. You guys have no idea. All right, watch this. And then we'll be back after this message from Corduroy Jeans. Corduroy. It'll make your legs bleed.
I was thinking, I've heard this from many other people, that depending on the culture at a specific time, the beings, if there are beings, they make themselves comprehensible to that culture. So, for example, perhaps they appeared as sylvan beings like woodland beings or angels to later generations.
Right.
And technology to us, to a godless nation. However, I don't think it can be just projections, because when it comes to the technology side, there were reports of ancient flying Roman shields.
Right.
And then the government also seems to be in possession of actual craft, which means they're physical. So what accounts for this?
Well, there's two kinds of projections. We think of projection in terms of our, let's say, current understanding, a projection of something on a 2D movie screen, right? Now, you can have sort of a holographic projection, which is something which appears to be there and is in and of itself emanating or reflecting light. There's a projection of something potentially into your head that makes you think you see something. But, again, if you're talking about a technology that's, millions of years ahead of us, maybe it can project material objects. Jacques uses...
That is, that's transporting. Right? That is taking something from one area, isolated in whatever, and it dematerializes and then materializes in another area of the wherever. What is that? That's in Star Trek, it was the transporter, yeah? Isn't that what it's called? For real, right? It would be transporting, dematerializing. How in God's name can they do that? Can you imagine if that's possible? Hey, 1 million years into the future, let's just say we go 1 million years in technology. Whew, man. And we're only, how many years? Not even 100? We're not even 100 years in the computer world. 50. For, barely 50. Wow. Well, I mean, computers for home use. We've been using computers. Shit. I mean, we sent the frickin' rocket to the moon with an iPhone. Less power than an iPhone. That's sad. That's scary. That made me think. If we've gone that far, and look how far we've gone in the last 5 years, 10 years. It's quantum, baby. We're quantum. We're almost there. Where's Nathan from the Quantum Show?
Is the term often. The phenomenon can take a hold of a volume of space and make irreality real.
Yeah,
right.
It's possible.
It can literally change space and manifest material objects. That's a form of a projection.
At that point, does it still retain the word projection? Because if something was created here, then it persists in multiple people.
Well, I mean, the question is what is created actually functional here in our reality, or is it just a piece of plastic that's moved from behind the scenes and made to look like it does something? So
that's what I used to say. I used to say that all the time. What if they're just putting something up there like a pen point and it looks like a disc and they're just doing this in the background, and we see a UFO going like this. We're like cats, and then we're trying to catch it. I don't know. That's what it sounded like you just said.
So for instance, let's talk about the so-called craft that people see. I mean,
so while you're listening to this, do what I'm doing, because I almost forgot to tell you. Try to imagine all the different scenarios that have been told to you through stories kind of like this. This isn't a story. They're just spitballing on ideas on what things could possibly be. Where do they come from? How do they do it? Is it this technology? I don't know. But what if it's a hologram, or what if it's not a hologram and it's more like a realogram? You mean it creates atoms and molecules and then it can take what's here and transport it over there? Yes. I like that. I think they can do that somewhere. I think they can. I tell you, that would stop a lot of hunger if you can create something from a machine that is real. So I'm just sitting here and I'm not talking about a printer, a 3D printer. We're talking about building a molecular structure, atoms and everything else that creates things in another dimension. What kind of power would you have? First of all, you have to know what dimension you want to go to. Then you got to aim shit where you want it to happen. Oh, okay. We want it to happen in Oregon. All right, we're going to go to Oregon. We're going to put it on top of that mountain they got over there. And then, all the snow will melt and we'll have a nice mudslide, kind of like when Mount St. Helens went off. Remember? And everything just came because it all melted off the mountain in like a gazillisecond. What was it called? A gazaga? A gazangan? Look at Gary.
I would like to think that that there's an object with a physics and a physics that can be understood from sitting here in our 3D, 4D world.
Yes.
But maybe, let's say, there's a multidimensional reality, and whatever it is that is driving these objects sits somewhere else, and it's basically something that it pokes into our reality, and it's moving it from elsewhere.
That's what I said.
It's made to look like it's moving
here,
but it has no functionality here. The functionality doesn't reside in our
it's from the user over there
of the veil. The functionality is elsewhere.
I didn't even watch this. I had no idea it was going to do the thumb. I had no idea it was going to use that verbiage. I am a psychic right now. Psychic.
So, we might get one of these objects, let's say.
Yeah, maybe it falls off the little stick he's got it on and it falls into our universe and the UFO, it crashed. Look at the humans. They think it's a real flying saucer. It was just the tip to my pen. They're going to open it up. They're going, the whole thing's molded. It's like a gel. It's like a mold gel or some sort of. That guy, Bob Laser? Yeah, they call him Lazar. It's really Laser, but yeah, he says it's made from like a jello mold or something. It's so funny. These aliens love watching us. We are monkeys in a cage. I'm telling you, we are. And then when we see the monkeys, we're hypocrites, but we don't know it. We're the unknowing hypocrite because aliens put us in this zoo called Earth.
I'll say there's a crashed craft or beings or whatever, and they are
all a joke.
No more real than a sculpted object, right? They don't have the function here. The function is driven from elsewhere.
Okay, let me see if I get this analogy. So there's this flatland, which I'm sure you've heard of. And so if you're 3D, just for the people who are wondering what the heck that is if we're at least ostensibly 3D. And then if you look at your paper, if you were to touch your paper and there was an ant on your paper that could only see what's on the paper, then all of a sudden it would just see your fingernail and wonder what the heck is happening. And you can remove it and it would just be gone and violate their laws of physics. So the purpose would be like, imagine if I placed this cup down on the piece of paper. The cup is actually for water, it's for me to drink.
Right.
But these people see the bottom sliver of a plastic. And they're wondering, well, what the heck is the purpose of this? Well, that's actually not the purpose of it. It would be unreasonable for them to come up with the purpose.
Right.
Well, and if you were to now move it through their flatland, left and right, they would see nor even if they were to look at the object where it is.
Dude, they are talking about something that really, I get it, but it doesn't have any value. Like, what would make an alien poke something into our universe and do that? Maybe we can't understand the meaning behind it. That's probably why. It could be an atmosphere atomizer for all we know. You know, it's charging the earth for all we know. We don't know what it is. But we see this thing, we call it a UFO, but it could be something that's really cleaning up the atmosphere, statically making it a viable place to live without actually dying from overexposure to lightning. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But you know what I mean. Whatever is going on, yeah, we may not even know. That UFO could be, maybe it looks 20 feet long to us, but it could be 200 miles in the other direction. We just can't see it in the other universe. It's really strange. But for them to talk about it, it's kind of cool because I thought about this forever, for a long time, more than 20 years. Like, I can't even tell you, a long time. I used to say maybe that's what they're doing. They're just poking into our world. I used to say they were giants and they're poking from space, coming into through the sky, and that's what we see. It's very interesting how they talked about that. I'm very happy we accidentally came upon that. Yeah, Kurchai Mungle, still getting good guests. I mean, I would love to interview Gary P. Nolan. That'd be fun. As much as it bugs me. Hey! Okay, I got to do this. And then I got to show you something. Lou is in trouble. Did you hear? Yeah. No, he is. He's being sued. First things first, though.
In the first place, I left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me.
That have to.
I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
Now let's talk about Lou. Maybe in legal trouble. Maybe in legal trouble. I don't wish that on anybody. But an SEC complaint has been filed by Cal Korff accusing Lou Elizondo, get this, of consumer fraud, racketeering, and other crimes. I said a while ago, when Who's Lou came out, and we saw that he and his father were trying to build up these businesses in 2-year intervals. It looked like something would happen, then he changed, do it again, stop, go bankrupt. Something was up. That didn't make sense. Of course, you cannot teach a dirty dog clean tricks. He doesn't like them. Oh, he'll do it for a minute or two to make you happy. But a dirty dog always lies in a dirty bed with his dirty friends because that makes them feel comfortable. Dirty, dirty Lou. Who are you? Dirty Lou, Dirty Lou. I tell you, he's so dirty, Lou. What's this here? Is this a video? Oh, it's not. Yep. Pretty amazing. Lou. Oh, here's an excerpt from the excerpt of the complaint filed by Koff. The Washington Spectator has not claimed that the SEC is investigating Elizondo or that the agency has filed a complaint against him. Lou Elizondo's lawyer, Todd McMurdy, issued the following statement in response to the complaint. Some wacko filing a complaint does not mean an investigation is underway. You cannot create a false story by filing a meritless complaint. I can't believe what I'm looking at. Oh my God, this is so gay. Sorry, it is. This is gay. Nothing against. I'm just making fun, Joe. Look, they're wearing the same clothes. Actually, Lou's got a velour jacket on, it looks like. Is that velour? I don't know. Velvet? Is that the Velvet Bomber? Look at these guys. Yeah. I think I see something in between your teeth there, Smiley. Sorry, I just can't stand those. That guy, man. Elizondo's dirt. What a scumbag. Scumbag. What are we doing? Oh, I can't play that. Damn it. I can, but I won't. Hold on. What the hell was that? Huh. I'm telling you, man, what a weird day. I got to show you this. This is really, well, it comes from another channel on X that is kind of in the range of a little better than World News X. Let's just put it that way. Go. Let's see if the episode go. So where is it? Hello? Oh my God, are you serious? Oh my God. So what? I have bugs on video that do this. So yeah, bugs do this, believe it or not. Yeah, they do that, and I'll tell you why. Want to know why? Well, I'll show you first off why this happened. Do you want to know why this bug did what it did? Holy shit, wait, hold on. I didn't realize this. It's right here. It was sitting there. Look. Okay. Wow. Well, and then I don't know, guys. That's cool as hell if that's real. Okay, that is wicked. Wow, I don't know. So the only thing that I can say to that is it's a drone, but I don't think it. I don't know. I don't know. Could it have been a bug? All right, let me go back and show you why I still think it's a bug, and it's just good timing. The thing was already sitting there, so let's not get excited again, okay? Calm down, Rich. So let me show you what happened. The bug is sitting out here chilling. All of a sudden, it gets a hairy ass to come this way, but what happens? Oh my gosh, the infrared blinded it. So it turned it around. I've seen it a million times. Watch. Right? Now it's gone. Now watch. Again. He's going to come up and say, wait, what? Wait, what? Uh-oh. And it probably is looking at the infrared or whatever, you know, the night vision here. And it's probably giving it deer in the headlights. Because if that is one of those insects that can see at night like that, and it uses infrared, it's going to see that as a very bright spotlight. So of course it's not going to move for a minute. Then it's going to go, let me go over there. And then it went over and it said, oh shit, it's bright. And then it left. My opinion. I think I'm right. I think we're being duped by that. That's a bug. And it's a very well planned edit. If I hadn't recorded many of the same thing, I wouldn't have known. I would have been all happy to think we're seeing a real UFO. It's hovering, and then it takes off, and then it leaves. Nope. It was already there. It was just chilling. Then it. Now, you can yell at me as much as you want, and I want you to tell me, how do you know what the bug's intent was? You always say nobody knows what the aliens are thinking. How do you know? First of all, I understand bugs. They're from this planet. I know how they react when they see a bright infrared light. Just like we would with a flashlight. Right? Turn it off, you would say. Right? You may not even move because you can't see. Did you ever think of that? It's probably got 100 eyes. They're all looking in every direction. It's freaking the bug out. It's like this. I'm not moving till I get a clear shot. Let me get closer. And then it gets closer. And then it's like, shit, I can't see. And it turns around. Because it's not from another planet. It's from this planet. That's how I know what it's thinking. We don't know what aliens are thinking. We don't know. Just because it exists doesn't mean it lives in the same way we would on Earth. Now, if that bug was from Mars and it came here, I would still be saying, I understand this Mars bug, because Mars was like Earth. All right? You can shake it, you can bake it. It's very hard to fake it. Green, blue sky, water, mountains, everything else. It's the same here and over there. It's just a little dimmer over there because they're 180 billion miles away. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm getting the flock out of here now. My throat's a little sore. I got a world of shit to do tomorrow starting at 5 a.m. It's going to be a good day tomorrow. Good day, sunshine. We'll be back tomorrow night. Jeff Willis should be joining us. I haven't talked to him, but we planned it for tomorrow, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. I hope. Oh. How am I going to get Jeff on? I'll figure it out. We'll use StreamYard for $10. $10. That's it. We'll see you guys. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. Appreciate the support and everything. Really do. And the newcomers and the veterans, thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I turned on, it didn't matter. I had subscriber, you could only comment if you were a subscriber when I was using OBS. Actually, let me take that back. When I was using Streamlabs OBS. OBS is another platform from the same company, now sold out to different thing. But anyway, thanks everybody. We'll be back. And we do it here every single night. Not that it matters. Truthology for ufology. I don't know for who. We'll see you tomorrow. Alien Bug.
Look at that thing. It's rotating. Oh,
Southward's most treasured sites in Christianity.
UFO, descending over the